AI is going to take jobs, AI is going to do this, this is going to replace people. Nothing replaces humans because decision making systems is still human, right? It's just a hype.
When you're managing Ashwini Group, Suta and Mumbai, you must have come across a lot of decisions. How do you go about it and what's your suggestion on that?
Leadership is a method in madness. There is no formula. Always connect with the people and always keep hearing from your customers.
How do you introduce topics like AI, fintech and cybersecurity to your team?
Today, technology adoption is faster, change is faster. So the decision-making system in fintech is still human. AI gives you a context, but you cannot trust the system. It's always like that.
How should the leaders walk the talk and how important it is?
I would classify them into two ways. One is leadership by position and the other is leadership by inspiration.
Welcome once again to SpeakFest 2026, a celebration of voices, ideas, and leadership.
SpeakFest is the ultimate stage of that transformation.
Let me invite the moderator of the panel discussion. She is a dynamic professional and passionate leader. Let's welcome Toastmaster Harshita with a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harshita. Let's welcome our first panelist, founder and secretary of Bakul Foundation. Let's welcome Mr. Sujit Mohapatra. Our next panelist is the director of finance at Ashwin Group. May I request Mrs. Sumadevi Das to come over to the stage. Please give a big round of applause. Our next panelist, RCM director, known for his people-centric leadership and strategic insights. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Prititam Pal. Our next panelist is a senior advocate of High Court of Orissa, over 35 years of experience. May I request Mrs. Mrinalini Padhi. Please give a big round of applause.
Today's conversation, leadership in a rapid change time. Let's welcome and give a big round of applause for our panelists. Ms. Suma ma'am, you have been involved in healthcare and various consumer brands. Our personal decisions or the most human decisions are conflicting with the numbers, targets, deadlines. When you're managing Ashwini Group, Suta and Mumbai, you must have come across a lot of decisions where people are talking about 4-hour work week, flexibility and slower growth, but it directly impacts the numbers. So how do you go about it and what's your suggestion on that?
Before I go into a lot of detail about leadership and communication across different things, hitting targets, whatnot, you have to understand that leadership is a method in madness, right? There is no formula and there is no right or wrong way to do it. And you have to take decisions, behave in a certain way, communicate in a certain way, depending on the circumstance. Okay? So there is no formula for leadership. Of course, there are tools. There are experiences to fall back on. There are examples to see from. There is advice to be taken and decisions to be made. But it's very much how you react from the gut at that point. The goal is to always connect with the people and always keep hearing from your customers, right? That is what is the most challenging thing.
Leaders, the stakes are even higher when we are speaking.
Speak.
When to speak, where to speak. Sometimes the silence can be the most responsible thing to do, and other times when we are not speaking, we can actually be leading, doing something unlawful. So as a leader, what to understand, how do we take forward?
I never counted myself as a leader. At 65, I must confess कि खाली जिंदगी का साथ निभाती चली गई. तो अभी when people ask me about leadership, I have no answers. Maybe I'm not the right one on this panel. You don't need to be a lawyer, accomplished citizen. You just need to hone your skills and your sensitivities कि ऐसा कुछ होने नहीं देना जो अच्छा न लगे. They might be very big wigs. So what? Take it up. That's my advice.
Moving on, Prititam sir, you have led management institutions and you are deeply entrepreneurship and technology. Recently, companies like TCS are talking AI, where they are making strategies public about how they want to balance ambition and technology. Being an educational leader, how do you introduce topics like AI, fintech, and cybersecurity to your team without creating any fear, hype, or certainty?
So every few decades, you will always see that technology changes. Earlier, it was more like technology used to change in 10 years, 7 years. Today, technology adoption is faster, change is faster. But as leaders, if you want to look at how the deployment goes down, so we should not be moving with the hype. Okay? So technology is used for adoption, but ensuring that human capability is not wasted on recurring, not so needed jobs that is given to AI. See, technology changes fast, but trust, it takes time. Building of trust will take time, or losing of trust will take time. So human intervention, human governance is always important in any kind of technology adoption. It may be AI. So let's say in fintech, so the decision-making system in fintech is still human, right? The policy making is still human. But what is the worry there? So maybe data fraud, privacy fraud. Okay, so that has gone to AI. So that the customer or the person who is going to use your service is much more comfortable, secured, and it is much more faster response, right? But again, any technology in the world, so maybe let's say net banking came, debit cards has come, UPI has come. Every time any method comes, minus the fact that it is more driven by technology, it is reducing the need of a human hour and time, just the human hour and time to do something which is very mundane. It doesn't need that much of, it doesn't need human intelligence. That is being protected by an AI environment, right? What it does is, it allows the human resource that you have to use its time appropriately to do much more intellectual or much more worthwhile things for the society or the social system with the time that he saves by using technology. That's all about it. It's just a hype that AI is going to take jobs, AI is going to do this is going to replace people. Nothing replaces humans, because decision-making systems are still AI, is still human, right? AI gives you a context, but you cannot trust the system. It's always like that. Okay, I hope that answers what you are saying.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, my question to you is, you often say that Bakul works because ideas are lived and worked. It's a volunteer-based organization, whether it's libraries, storytelling, or even Flyberry. How do you walk the talk? And how should the leaders walk the talk, and how important it is?
There are many ways in which you can classify leadership. I would classify them into two ways. One is leadership by position, and the other is leadership by inspiration. You just heard a story of leadership by inspiration. She is trying to belittle herself, but that was an inspiring story. That is why everyone clapped. Now, when can you inspire? And I think in times of rapid change, inspiration becomes all the more important. Leadership by inspiration. And unfortunately, all of you will agree that we in India suffer from instruction overdose. a verbal diarrhea. There is so much of talk, do this, do that we don't really give a damn. And we know that the person who gives us these bhashan is actually doing something else. Right? So how will you follow a leader? It does not mean his or her talk. You will not. Right? Unless I'm forced to do it because I'm an employee or whatever. So in such cases, what is most important is, what is your personal credibility? People will follow you if they trust your intentions. They will not trust your words. They will trust the intentions behind the word. If they think that you're self-motivated, they will not follow you. If they think that, yes, you mean it honestly, genuinely, then yes, they will follow you.
In the times of rapid change, what should leaders prioritize? Being completely transparent or being carefully selective of what they communicate?
Transparency is a great idea. Information and communication is always selective, because you also need to understand what is the level of intellect or what is the level of acceptance that people have. So when you're running in an organization, there are multiple departments, people with very, very different kind of thought process. The amount of information they can absorb, they can digest, they can think about it, is different from people. So you should, as leadership on the top line, as management, not only a single person, you should always, as per to my opinion, you should always have a very selective layer of information there. Systems can be transparent, but communication should always be selective. Okay, it can be open, but it always has to be selective, as per to my opinion.